YouTube is quietly resetting the rules, and a lot of content creators are not even sure why they're at risk of losing their monetization. So I'm going to break down what is actually happening in this video. So monetization rules are tightening, and it's largely around YouTube clamping down on the amount of reused content and AI content. Even creators that have actually previously released and had videos monetized may come under fire. I know that YouTube are, they're looking pretty strictly at a lot of this material at the moment, and I believe it's because they want to get a clear delineation between creators that are 100% or close to 100% using a lot of their own material versus those that are, artificially creating their content. Maybe they're doing voiceovers using a lot of stock video, that's your reused video, from areas that are licensed typically, or they're using them under the Fair Use Act and guidelines, and obviously AI generated content, which we should be stipulating when we upload a video, whether or not our video has any AI content or not. Reused content is risky, okay, at the moment. So a lot of people will maybe take a snippet out of a video thinking that, a few seconds out of a video is okay. An image of someone just thrown up into the middle of a 12-minute video and it's only flashed up there for 30 seconds is okay. Ultimately, it might not be, okay? And that's a risk that existing videos are facing right now as YouTube starts scrutinizing them. But thankfully, if you're early on in the journey like I am, this is something we can fix immediately. So for me, simple is easy for me because that's what I'm doing. My videos are very simple, largely sort of time driven. I don't have a lot of time to get fancy with my videos. I do my best by selecting a nice setting that I enjoy, and I like being outdoors, and I'm really enjoying this part of my journey. But yeah, I won't be putting any flash edits or anything like that because I don't have the time. So I'm relying on my story and my connection with my viewer. I do B-roll sometimes, but it's my own footage, right? And so I'll put it in over the top of things. Haven't used any imagery, but if I do use imagery, I'm sure they'll be my own images. And the only thing I do borrow is audio. So at the end of some of my videos, I do put a little bit of music, but it's from YouTube Studio. So I know it's fine. It's YouTube's own licensed audio that I can put in there. So that's an example of, I guess, what you can do. If you're someone like me that is either time poor and or just wants to keep your videos raw and simple regardless, and I would recommend that, to be honest, because that's really what YouTube are looking for right now, and it might be part of why they want to get a clear divide, because they can see that there's so much value in raw, real content, and it's like, well, this artificial stuff just maybe needs to have its own lane, probably easier for them to navigate, and probably better for brands and other investors and businesses that pay for advertising. They probably want to specify where their money's going. So simple videos work, really. That's it in a nutshell. Just some tips on how you could boost your channel. A good way is using the community tab. Obviously, we need to wait till we've got a bit of a community built up. But through the community tab, you can actually use it to promote existing videos, but also when you get the occasional evergreen type of video that gets a steady trickle of views here and there, that's a good indication that you might as well put that back up into your community posts. Probably, I don't know, I'm still only 1 month in, but let's say once every quarter, like once every 3 months or so, just to remind everyone that this is, evergreen content of mine that seems to always get, a lot of views. If you happen to be new to the channel, you may have missed it. Here it is for ease of access or something along those lines, I don't know. But that is a way of increasing, I guess, your view without having to feel like you need to do anything with AI or anything fancy that isn't your content. Another tip I would say is avoid splitting focus. So if you're someone that has a raw channel and you're even considering doing an AI channel on the side, I highly discourage that. Not because of AI or either or. It wouldn't matter which one you wanted to have as your main channel. What I'm actually would encourage people to do is just stick with one, stay in one lane initially, because it's actually a lot of work. And not only that, for me personally, I wouldn't want to disadvantage my viewers from my primary channel or one channel, and I'd like to give them my all. And whereas if you've got one niche in one channel and you feel like, well, I can't there's no way I can merge the two niches together, so I'm going to have a second channel, your focus is split. I definitely wouldn't have the time to do that, but even if you have the time, I don't think it's fair on your audience. So it should be something that you do later on down the track if you're a full-time content creator for sure, and you've got more than enough time to do both channels justice. But in the early parts, yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. That's a bit off topic, but anyway, the AI, I mentioned AI earlier, so I want to mention something that's a bit of a, I guess it's a bit of a personal opinion, but I also think like some of my key creators offer the same opinion, and that is that the AI, I guess, blitz that's happening at the moment is actually happening in its own bubble, right? It's a big bubble, don't get me wrong. Like AI is getting a lot of attention, and you know, it's a novelty, right? So it's brand new, and people are going, yeah, wow, you know, it's amazing what it can do. But it isn't really impacting the raw, real side of YouTube, okay? So yes, it's going on, but it's happening in a little bubble. So don't be concerned about the whole AI side of things. I personally, and this is the viewpoint I share with a few people, I think it's going to level out, and combined with what YouTube are doing now, I think they'll find their own lane for AI generated content and real content, okay? Because yes, there'll probably be a need for both, but they need to probably be treated quite differently, and that's fine with me. But yeah, it's happening in its own bubble. I think the novelty will wear off eventually. It's here forever though, it's not going away. But I think real content is going to be the preferred go-to type of content because it's a creative space, right? As people, we don't want to hand creativity to robots or to artificial intelligence. They can do our work for us, that's fine. But as far as things that come from the heart and soul, no, I don't think we'll agree with giving them too much leeway in that space. I mean, I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. But at the moment, just keep in mind it's happening within its own bubble and it's not impacting the rest of YouTube, okay? And I just want to finish off by saying your face, your voice, and your heart will still win here, okay? And I'm big on that. If you're someone that's just genuine and you genuinely want to bring your stories, whatever it is, to YouTube, do it. Please do it, all right? You'll feel all the more better for it, and you'll learn a hell of a lot from it. And yeah, it will build you up. There's a lot of self-development that comes from this process. Regardless of whether you're someone that suffers from, you know, anxiety, or you're an introverted person or anything along those lines, you will still highly benefit from this process, this journey, and the magic moments along the way. I'll leave you with that. I'm Carl, and I help people that struggle on YouTube, either through, you know, a bit of anxiety, or maybe they're an introvert like me, and I help them get over the line and start their own YouTube channel. Thank you for being here. If you're new, thanks. And if you're returning, thank you also. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'll leave you with that for now, and look after yourself.